When I was a teenager, I was super shy. So I used fashion as a way to kind of show my personality without having to speak. If people didn't know my name, they knew I was like the crazy girl that wore the colorful stuff. My aunt ran into someone I went to high school with and they're like, I can't believe that little punk girl is like a fashion designer now. My name is Hayley Elsaesser and I'm a fashion designer. I always have some sort of muse or characters in mind when I do each collection. This collection that we just showed at Toronto Fashion Week is called Teenage Wasteland. I kind of imagine the kids from Freaks and Geeks, that TV show, if they moved to the desert and started a country club. The really over-the-top prints, there's flip phone prints, there's dice, cigarettes, and then the styling was really over the top too. So we had these crazy nails, the sparkly hair, the kind of oil slick makeup look, and then the Nikes that were really futuristic and fun. So the idea of Teenage Wasteland and these kind of rebellious teens is definitely really drawing upon my upbringing and my teenage years. I love the idea of putting that notion of like my earlier years on the runway in a really concrete way. When you're a teenager, it can be really hard to want to be yourself. Sometimes it feels like you're wrong for being yourself. For me, fashion that I really got into was looking up to more of like musicians and people that had really interesting fashion. People like Karen O are really probably why I'm a designer. When I was 15, I moved to Australia for a year. That's where I learned how to sew. So that's when I really started making my own stuff. It kind of opened up my world because back in the day, we didn't really have online shopping. I'm from a small town. So I was very limited to what I could buy and like the style that I could wear. So I did a lot of thrifting, but this allowed me to kind of envision the outfits that I wanted to wear and make them a reality. My choice of model is always very, very important to me. I felt really limited to what the agencies had to offer in terms of just everything, size, looks of models, diversity. So a few years ago, I went to the street and got street casted models. Growing up, I always felt like I didn't quite fit into the typical fashion industry, and that is just because in the industry, there's this beauty ideal that has been established so many years ago and it hasn't changed. It's crazy to me that the beauty is found in one really tiny set of measurement. It's actually so easy to do samples in different sizes, and that's an excuse that needs to end. I find so much beauty in the differences that people have. I love when people wear my clothing and kind of bring it to life with their own style. And this time around, I want to say it's probably one of the most diverse shows that I've done. I don't want someone to think I couldn't wear that. I want them to be like, oh, that person looks like me and they look awesome, I could wear that. I love the feeling of people feeling included and involved. I think that it's just super important to really figure out who you are and don't be afraid to show that and really embrace it. And like, I've made a career off of being a crazy fashion obsessed weirdo. So just really embrace who you are and kind of run with it. Don't try to hide who you are.